Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Final Fantasy X-2. So, last time we kicked Chak's butt and we proceeded down to floor 100 of this dungeon. Here on floor 100, we're going to have to fight some extremely tough bosses again. So, once again, first things first, we're going to go back and save. Alright, so here's the deal, guys. We're going to be fighting two bosses in a row right now. And first of all, it's Paragon, and second is Trema. Now, these two are two really tough opponents, and we really do need to prepare for what we have to face. So, first up, you want everyone, absolutely everyone, to be in the Valiant Luster Garment Grid. All right. And not only that, you want every single node of the Valiant Luster, except for the middle one, we don't care about the middle one, to be a semi-defensive dress sphere. So we have Dark Knight, Warrior, Alchemist, and Samurai. So they all have pretty good defense. So we can use those. And third of all, we need two Alchemists and a Dark Knight. So for Yuna, she's going to be an Alchemist. We're going to equip her with the Adamantite, and we can take this rabbi's foot off and equip a as a second item, Ribbon. I'm going to explain why in a second. And as for Pain, exact same setup, Adamantite and Ribbon. Okay, so I really do hope that you do have two ribbons, and you should. The first one comes from Underground Bavel, that was a trophy, and the second one should come from Engram Menu. So, two ribbons and two Adamantites. The first one comes from Gunner's Gauntlet, and the second one comes from releasing a Machina Panzer, like we did a couple of episodes back. Now for our third character, I'm going to use Riku as a Dark Knight, and the two items I'm going to equip are Champion's Belt, and you know what? I can just equip two Champion's Belts. Where are you, Champion? Oh, I think it's at the very bottom. Here we go. So this puts her strength and defense to almost maximum, and at this point, your character should be leveled up enough that you should have almost 5,000 HP. And yeah, with Dark Knight, you don't need to equip anything to get 5,000 HP, but with Alchemist, you're gonna need Adamantite to hit 5,000 HP. Yep. So after that, we can save. And now let's tackle the challenge that is floor 100 of Via Infinito. So, I'm going to explain why I put on the ribbon, and that's for Paragon only. When Paragon uses a normal attack, it has a chance to cast Itchy or Confuse on one of your characters, and that is absolutely unacceptable for our Alchemists. For our Dark Knight, we can just heal it, but for our Alchemists, who are our main healers, we can't have any of that, so that's why we equip a ribbon. Okay? And it's really important too. So as soon as the battle begins, you're going to want to, with your first character who's up, you're going to want to throw a Stamina Tonic. With your Dark Knight, you want to do Black Sky, because Black Sky is good. And with our second Alchemist that's up, we're going to equip we're going to use a Mega Elixir. Okay? With our second Dark Alchemist who's up, we're going to mix a potion with a No, we're not going to do that now, because look, Paragon has his arms out in front of his face like that, which means he's readying one of his toughest attacks, and this attack is going to do anywhere between 6,000 and 8,000 damage to your entire party. Since Yuna only has 5,000 HP, she is going to die from this attack, which means we must prepare a Phoenix down on her right now. That was way too early, but oh god. Let's see if we can get a Mega Phoenix down. Yeah, that was my mistake for using it way too early. But I hope this Mega Phoenix can go through before Genesis. Nope, which means Yuna is going to die. And let's see if she does. I'm pretty sure she will. Yeah. Which means we're going to do this. Use Black Sky again. And after everyone's recuperated, we want to throw another Mega Elixir. Oh, Stamina Tonic first, because remember, anyone who dies has that Stamina Tonic effect completely nullified. Keep up the attack with your Black Sky with a Dark Knight. and just let him do whatever he wants for now. Now we can mix a chocobo wing and a potion. This will give us the final wall ability, which is pretty sweet actually. Throw mega potions with alchemist. Never stash them. Stashing is way too slow. And just keep up the mega potion throwing. Okay, there we go. Final wall. That's really good. And if you don't need an alchemist, just keep her on standby, because you will need it eventually. So both Yuna and Pain are on standby right now, and Riku is just going to continuously attack. Okay. Oh, Riku got itchy, so let's cure that. And with our other alchemist, we're gonna mega potion up. Hot damn, that does so much damage sometimes, it's crazy. And since Riku is running a bit low on MP, I'm gonna throw her a where is it? Not ether, turbo ether. No, never mind. Look, Paragon's readying Genesis once again. You can clearly tell when he holds up his hands in front of his face. So let's just start readying a okay, that was lame. But yeah, sometimes I miscalculate a lot with timing, but this is not crucial, so. You know what, guys? I completely forgot that Genesis actually cancels out all of our buffs, so that final wall is actually completely useless. But it's okay, I mean, it's nothing wasted, so. Let's toss that Turbo Ether on Riku. If I can find it. Oh, nope. Actually, no. Remember, we timed it too early last time? Let's wait a little bit. Okay, now. Let's use it. There we go. And Riku actually got itchy once again. So let's throw her a remedy. Yuna died. Dang, this guy is tough on me. And this guy's using Genesis once again. So, he's not gonna kill Pain, but she might kill Riku, so I'm gonna ready a Mega Phoenix right now. There we go, and as soon as that readies, that goes through, I'm going to throw a Mega Elixir with Riku, and with our first available Alchemist, we're gonna throw a Stamina Tonic once again to double our max HP. Remember, you really do need to double max HP in this in situations like these, because you cannot survive Genesis without doing it. So using Genesis again, let's Mega Elixir up, and if my calculations are correct, I should not be dying from this. So, oh, Riku does. Just got unlucky from that, but it's fine. Yeah, as you can see, this is not an easy fight. By no means is this an easy fight. Let me just think what I need to do here. Okay, let's toss a Mega Elixir. Darn it, this guy is way too tough. He's readying Genesis again, which means Riku is dead no matter what. Let's attack him. And obviously Mega Phoenix with Pain. When you get into a tough spot with this guy, it's almost impossible to fight back. But remember, almost. You can always fight back. As long as he doesn't decide to use Genesis too many times, we should be okay. So let's just ready up some heals. Hopefully this Mega Elixir will go through. Nice. We're back on track. And he's going to use Genesis once again, but I'm ready for him. Mega Potion. And let's keep on hitting him. Come at me, Paragon. Come at me. Ah, crap. His attack went through before Riku got healed. Yep, happens. Oh, do not res her just yet. Wait until the Genesis goes through. We can use the Phoenix down and Mega Elixir. Okay, so once that Mega Elixir goes through, let's just Black Sky him once again, and remember, Stamina Tonic. As well as another Mega Elixir. And you know what? Riku just got itchy once again. Let's cure that. Oh, we're good. Paragon is down. Yeah, so what to take away from that fight? Make fast decisions. Always make sure that you have Stamina Tonic on so that you can survive Genesis. And use Mega Elixirs very, very generously because who knows what can happen, right? So up next is Trema, and let's see how we do against him. With Trema, it's a lot less of a RNG battle than Paragon.
Yep, he's unsent. Please tell us, why did you hide the spheres of Spira's past?
Humans, so hopelessly entangled with their past. I had to seal away that past in order to guide them to the future.
So what is that supposed to mean?
Well, what happened to everyone's spheres then?
Destroyed, turned to fireflies and scattered.
How could you?
To guide the youth charged with Spira's future, I provided them with a training academy. But then came the call, and before long, I realized my error. In sin, Spira's youth had an enemy. Without it, they waved their swords at shadows, eager for a foe. Their hearts, you see, were not made of the same tempered steel as their swords.
Their hearts are not made of steel?
I knew what I had to do.
Thanks for telling me that.
Erase the past. Expunge it. Nostalgia makes the heart feeble. It is the heart's nemesis.
I disagree, sir.
Who renounces everything, possesses the strength to transcend anything. High Summoner Yuna, you too have forsaken much of your past. Now show me the strength that you have gained.
Bring it on, old man. I'm gonna wipe the floor with you. Okay, so just like Paragon, at the very beginning of our fight, we want to throw, okay, with Riku, if Riku goes first, or your Dark Knight goes first, throw the Mega Elixir, and with an Alchemist, throw a Stamina Tonic. And with your third person, so your second Alchemist, you're going to mix up a Chocobo Wing with a potion to make Final Wall. Riku died just like that. It's fine. We can bring her up. And remember, whoever dies, you're gonna need to put Stamina Tonic back onto that person. So we're gonna use the Mega Elixir first, and Stamina Tonic right here. Let's throw some Mega Potions. And now, we're going to put everyone else on standby, and Riku is going to traverse our Garment Grid, Valiant Luster, to gain some magic defense, as well as physical defense. I think this is the first instance where I actually made use of nodes on my Garment Grid, but I think it is a crucial part of this fight. You do need to do this. Okay, so into Warrior. Next. Get to see some transformation sequences too, since we've never transformed like this. Keep going.
The unenlightened shall fall.
Huh. That's what you get for trying to cast something on me. Hey, leave Riku alone. Okay. Into Samurai. And this is why I said put a defensive Dress Sphere on each node, so that you can actually survive hits, you know. So, and then back into Dark Knight. And once Riku is safely transformed into Dark Knight, we can continue on this fight. Hey, that rhymed. Not my intention, but, you know. Okay, Riku is now a Dark Knight. We're going to work on Pain now. Let's move her all across the Garment Grid and start using Darkness with Riku. Lots of transformation sequences happening here. Take note that Trema has 1 million HP, so this fight could be a very, very long one. I'd say around 15 to 20 minutes, maybe a bit more. But perseverance is all you need. Once your strategy is set up, it's pretty tough to lose. Just make sure that if you need a Mega Potion, throw it as an item. Do not stash it. Be very generous with your Mega Potion items, because we have a lot anyways, right? Back to Warrior, and back to Alchemist. Hey, stop that. This is a situation where we can just stash it because we don't absolutely need it right away. So as you can see, passing through the nodes on my Garment Grid greatly reduces the damage we take from both his physical attacks and magical attacks. Okay, Pain has passed through all the nodes surrounding the Garment Grid. It's time to transform her back into a Dark Knight, because we do not need two Alchemists anymore for this battle. So after all that, it's Yuna's turn. You can also like just sphere change with all three at once, but I find that method to be a little bit risky. You know, sometimes things go not as planned, and you might mess up. So I prefer to do it one character at a time. I'm kind of liking the fact that we have to watch all these transformations now. Ah, stop hitting her. There we go. It's pretty cool for Yuna because when she's a Dark Knight, she's holding Tidus' celestial weapon, and when she goes to Warrior, she holds her normal weapon. It's called Brotherhood. The normal weapon, that is. I think the celestial weapon is called Kaledbog. Kaledbog? Kaledbog? I don't know how to pronounce it. Alright, so once she's back into an alchemist, we can actually start the fight. So first thing you want to do is heal everyone up with a Mega Potion. Yeah. And next, let's throw a Chocobo Wing to cast haste on every. Oh, I think everyone already has haste, but it doesn't matter. So your Dark Knights with Darkness should be doing around between 7,000 and 9,000 damage, and if you are at that point, or for in Pain's case only 5,000 because her stats are not pumped. But yeah, if your stronger Dark Knight can do around 7,000 to 9,000 damage, you should be good to go. Make sure that if someone does die in this battle, you revive them with not only Stamina Tonic, but also with Protect and Shell. The reason we're using Darkness and not like Black Sky or just normal attacks is because Trema has insane defense. Like if you, and as well as evasion. If you try to hit him with just normal attack, or with Black Sky even, he just takes no damage at all. And not only that, you would rarely even hit him with the normal attack because his evasion is too high. So yeah, always use that Darkness. There's not much more to this fight. When his HP reaches around 50% of his maximum, so 500,000, he's going to cast Meteor. Meteor is a percentage HP damage, so if your HPs are all full, you shouldn't worry too much about it. And then he might cast Ultima somewhere between that point and before he dies. But I believe Ultima only comes once in this entire battle. Now, Ultima does a bit more than Flare, which means it's going to do anywhere between 4,000 and 6,000 damage to all your characters. So make sure that after you bring Trema down to around 50%, all your characters are very well healed up. Which means using Mega Potions as items, as opposed to using them as stashes. But for now, it's pretty much just this for a while, and not going to be much more commentary. Unless you guys want to hear some stories completely unrelated to the game. I'm just going to take that as a yes. Or if you're not bothered, you can just skip ahead in the video and watch what happens later on. Okay, so stories. Let's see. Why did I decide to do a guide on Final Fantasy X-2? That's a good question. I think it's because I honestly think Final Fantasy X-2 is my favorite Final Fantasy game. I've played 10, I've played 10-2, I've played 12, I've touched on 14. It's an MMO, but you know what, like, I don't really feel like it because I don't think Final Fantasy belongs in an MMO setting, so I don't really like it. I've played all 3 games in the 13 trilogy. I've played 7. I have not played 8, but I have seen a lot of playthroughs on 8, so I do know what it's about. Plus, I just get turned off by the idea of this thing called, what was it called again in 8? Magic something. It's where you draw magic, you know, from your enemies to raise stats and crap. Like, I just didn't want to play it because I didn't really like that system. I've played 6, and I haven't played anything before that because it's too old school for me. Yeah, call me like Grandpa Bob, whatever. I can't take games where the graphics are just like, nah. So as I was saying, 10-2 is probably my favorite Final Fantasy game because I really love the battle system in this game. It's kind of turn-based mixed in with a bit of ATB, and it's so fast and challenging that, you know, really like it. And I think my next favorite battle system is from Lightning Returns. That's the 3rd game in the Final Fantasy 13 series, because it's just as fast and pretty exciting, even though there's only one character. Exciting nonetheless. I'm not a big fan of 12, because again, I don't think Final Fantasy belongs in an MMO setting, and 12 pretty much perpetuates that everywhere, from the world map to how you battle to like the monsters, like everything. Yeah, I'm just rambling now. No one's here to stop me, so I'm rambling. I mean, what else is there to say? I do have plans to actually play some Final Fantasy 13 for you guys, depending on if people actually want to see it. I mean, I did quite enjoy 13. I mean, I know Final Fantasy 13, all its games in the trilogy, have received some pretty mixed reviews from fans and critics, but in my opinion, they're pretty good games. And at the least, they're not bad games because, well, first of all, look at the graphics. Very good, especially 13. For the time it was released, insanely good graphics, and I think that's where most people had a problem with, not the graphics itself, but because people think that Square Enix dedicated so much work to making it look nice that the gameplay and the plot suffered. But I don't think that's the case, because if you actually understand the plot of 13, you realize how layered and how complicated it is, and how unique it is, not to mention. And I believe it's because people didn't understand the plot of 13 is why they, kind of hate on it. And I have to admit, I did not understand it the first time I played it. I had to read data logs. I had to read like websites. But once you figure it out, it's quite cool. Alright, Trema caught my attention. I'm gonna stop rambling. He just killed Riku. I don't even know how. So when a character goes down, obviously, we're gonna want to toss a Mega Elixir, and we're gonna toss a Stamina Tonic too. Okay, let's try to mix up the final wall once again. I wonder why Riku took so much damage from that flare. She passed through all the gates, and she has shell on, so it's weird. It's fine, we're back on track. Reflect. Oh, and anyways, how did that... Maybe my reflect ran out. Maybe that's it. Anyways, where was I? Back to the rambling. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the plot of 13. You probably don't want to even hear this, but I'm gonna say it anyways because I have nothing else to say right now. Obviously no spoilers, but I didn't find it to be too bad. Gameplay was good. It was different. People don't like change, but still, it was different, and I love change. It was fast-paced. It's more about macro management than micromanagement. So right now I'm managing all three of my characters individually, whereas in 13 you gotta kind of like coordinate your attacks together. Yeah, I actually very much do feel like doing maybe a playthrough on that. Okay, you know what guys, I completely forgot about something. We have a bunch of 3 stars that we can use that completely annihilates our annihilates, I don't know if that's the right word, but it completely what's the word I'm trying to use here? It just cuts our HP and MP costs of using skills to 0. So darkness would not cost any HP to use. So let's toss that and yeah. So Trema, are you close to half dead yet? He is. When he does this chant right now, that means he's ready to use Meteor. And as I said, if you are full HP, Meteor should not be a threat at all. Okay. What else is there to say? Oh yeah. Who's psyched about Final Fantasy 15? I know I am. I don't even have a PS4 yet. But oh, he's using I thought he was using the Ultima, but turned out to be just Demi. That's fine. Yeah, I don't even have a PS4 yet, and I'm completely stoked on that game. It looks so amazing from the trailers I've seen. And I find it funny too, like I think the first trailer that was ever announced of that game was like in 2000, when was it? 2006 I think it was? Or 2007? It was like ages ago. And at that time, it was announced as Final Fantasy Versus 13, and everyone was so looking forward to it. And now, like 7 years later, they changed the name to 15, and they're just kind of trying to push it off as a new game, right? Who knows what those people at Square Enix are thinking about? I do like the concept though. Final Fantasy shifting into a more action RPG type. Of course, I don't want it to shift too much, you know? Like, if you go too far, it's gonna feel like an MMO again, and I definitely don't want that. I know there are some people who like that kind of system, but I just don't believe that it belongs in a Final Fantasy game. Okay, so for those who are interested, after you defeat Trema, you can actually come, well, you can go to the creature creator and actually capture him from Bevel. All you gotta do is throw an SP pod on Bevel and targeting humans, and you'll actually get Trema. Well, I think it's either Trema or Barreleye, but you can just reset and load if you don't get the one you want. I don't know if that classifies as spoilers. just so you know. Just so that you are aware that the secret boss of this game is recruitable onto our party. I'm not gonna work with it though. Because as I said on my very first episode of this playthrough, I'm going to experience this game in its fullest with just YRP. And that's exactly what I'm doing. What else to ramble about? Let's see. Well, after this boss, there's not much left in this game. There's just Mushroom Rock Road, right? But we can take care of that in pretty much all just in one episode. And after that, we can just head on to the end of the game. But of course, we're going to be doing some last minute preparations. Like, I do want to do some oversouling for our Monster Master trophy. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it, as well as all the monsters you need to oversoul to get the trophy. So right before now, like, I've really haven't done anything about trophies. I just play the game as it is, and the trophies would just come.
Release your past and tower above all.
Okay, so he's using Meteor again, which means he's almost dead. Yeah, as I was saying, I wasn't exactly focusing on trying to get trophies. They just come as I play the game. But in order to get all the trophies, we do not need 2 playthroughs. We just need 1. But in order to get all the garment grids, we do need to do 2 playthroughs. And that's where I'm going to come in. After this playthrough, I'm going to do another really quick one, where all I'm going to be doing is collecting garment grids. Oh, as well as working a lot with the creature creator. So look forward to that. In New Game Plus, I am going to be like all over that creature creator. I wish you could see characters' HP in this game. Not characters, like enemies' HP. I've never understood that about these Final Fantasy games. Cannot see your enemy's HP, like why not? Dang, this is a long episode. It's gonna go over 40 minutes.
Be flung onto the far plane.
I think he's using Ultima. Yep. Yeah, we're good. We can survive it, no problem. There we go. Riku took 7,000 damage, but we survived. Now, here's what I'm talking about with Adamantite just reducing damage just by itself, because I'm pretty sure Riku has the same defense as everyone else, maybe a bit less. Yet she took like 3 times the amount of damage that everyone else did. It's crazy. Are you dead yet? My recording software likes to cut off my voice for like a split second at around 40 minutes. So if you notice, my voice or my commentary or the game's audio suddenly just like glitch up for maybe 1 or 2 seconds at around 40 minutes, then that's because of my recording software. So just so you know. Die already, man. Beguiling Mire. Yes, hit yourself with flare. It'd be so funny if he died from that. I cannot believe this guy survives for so long that I have ran out of things to ramble about. Well, actually, that's not true. I can ramble forever if I wanted to. It's just, I've lost my energy to do so. There we go. Trema down. Yeah, we get a trophy with that too. Cool. A bunch of experience, dark matter, supreme gem.
You are the paragon of pastlessness.
You're wrong. Although I've wished to be stronger, and I've wanted to change, I realize that losing my past would mean losing myself.
Tell me, High Summoner Yuna, where is the loss in that?
Why is he so focused on loss? Okay, we get an accessory called Iron Duke, the single most powerful accessory in this entire game. Let's just check it out. Check it out, guys. Iron Duke. Where is it? Forged in belief that power is but a number. So, we get 100 in every single stat, except for agility and luck. Those give 10 and 50 respectively. Oh, and magic. No, we get 100 magic as well. I was just looking at something else. Double HP, double MP. What else could you ask for, huh? Let's equip that onto someone later. For now, I need to end off this episode. So, let's go back to the surface. Phew, long one. For those of you who sat through and watched the entire thing, I commend you. Not only for sitting here for 45 minutes and watching me fight, but also for listening to my rambling. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching this episode of Final Fantasy X-2. I will see you next time as we tackle Mushroom Rock Road. Stay tuned.